only because you brought up the defence thing, and I think we need to, if we've got 50-year-old machinery, yoke up that whatever. But the thing that we couldn't understand when they're saying there's no money in the pot is when Judith Collins said this about the money for defence.
Look, the money will be found because it has to be found.
So that was it. That was what she said. And then she also said same thing. She says this.
So it's it's a lot of money, but it's needed.
It's a lot of money, so it's needed. So they magic it up.
What's needed is for them to use their bloody political diplomacy, their political power, and let the aid get through to Gaza and sanction freaking Israel. And here we are allowing that. Oh, we need the money. It's like, well, who are you fighting, Judith? Because
who are you supporting? That's the big question.
Right.
Who are you supporting?
And what's the consequences? Like we're allowing all these things coming into Aotearoa and all watch them, they're baddies, and all these guys are TikTok's evil. Well, then who are you fighting? Because are you telling me that we're on the side of a team that's complicit in a genocide? Because honestly, that makes me sick to my guts.
We're just a proxy to America.
Yeah.
If you have a look at it, Five Eyes.
I know I've abused it.
All of those types of things, and those old white economies are done. We shouldn't be going there. I would rather go and have a meeting with China. The bloody clothes I'm wearing right now, and the clothes you fellas are wearing right now, are probably made in China. Debbie's cup is probably made in China. Her hair straightener, her tanning lotion. All of those types.
I got it in there.
I had to have one. But the Party Māori have been calling for Aotearoa to be military neutral. The Switzerland of the South Pacific, and we need to be looking after each other here in the Pacific, and ensuring that that there is no military influence by the Americans or even by China or anybody else. Is that we need to be ring fencing. Pera noi te kuri hari te mia tana whenua. Like a dog goes around and things that's territory. We need to be doing that as the Pacific and actually looking after each other. But we don't need to be inciting that type of rhetoric where $12 billion has been spent on the military when we've got failing health system, we've got a failing education system, we've got a failing social development system, housing system. Like Debbie said, 200 and something thousand houses empty. 250,000 houses empty here in Aotearoa. That's one house for 2 homeless people living in Aotearoa right now. It is ridiculous amount of empty houses here in Aotearoa. So being military neutral, I think, is what we should be thinking about as Aotearoa. That's the Party Māori's military position, is that we should be the Switzerland of the South Pacific. Yep. And we shouldn't be, bulking up the Americans, the Australians, the Canadians, and the English in regards to any of these wars and being a proxy for any of those countries. We should, our mana mutahake, this is what mana mutahake is about, is that Aotearoa should be its own person in this particular space. We should be sending a message to the rest of the world. We're far enough away from everybody. The Japanese, the Chinese have never, ever threatened Aotearoa. Those are just myths that they used in World War II to make us afraid of those particular countries. And now they could be the biggest economic benefit to Aotearoa heading into the future. We're talking about China, we're talking about Brazil, we're talking about India, we're talking about Africa. If Ibrahim Traore is starting to kick everybody out, the French, the Americans, from exploiting their raw materials that makes cobalt, that makes all the things with the devices that we're working on tonight. This is a game changer. This is a game changer. And so Aotearoa needs to be ready to start looking at talking to some of those countries and starting to build those relationships. And I tell you what, will get us through the door. As Māori culture will get us through the door. Because economics is not just about cents and dollars. Economics now in those particular economies is about cultural capital. It's about spiritual capital, because all of those countries have huge spiritual and cultural capital that they want to be able to ensure we start to move into in regards to, and we will take the rest of Aotearoa with us. We're not leaving anybody behind. No way. No way.
I like to
we
leave
will
a
take
couple.
the whole country with us.
Oh, no.
The whole country with us.
Couple I'd like to leave behind.
Yeah. Well, we'll put them in the cannons with the kumaras and fire them off with your fingers.
I'm sorry you're not on the list.